Jai Ho! Jai Ho!
Love that song. Woo! All right. Well, welcome to our super short show. Today we're going to discuss government leaders and how Pakistan is doing this year in 2025. As you might know, Malala is now our new president underneath Mohammed Ali Babwa Bhutto Zardari, who, if you guys have guessed or seen the news or, keep up with it at all, is the great grandson of Asif Ali Zardari, who is also known as Mr. 10%, and he was also the 11th president of Pakistan. Didn't do a really good job, but let's not talk about the history and their bad times. He's also the great grandson of Benazir Bhutto, who was the first prime minister of Pakistan. Also, it would be really good to mention that these government leaders were joined together in a council not too long ago in the beginning of their office term and has constituted new laws. And those laws have been passed, and they are that the firstborn daughter must be killed in a family, which was very hard for Malala to constitute. But with that came another law that boys under the age of 11 must attend school and graduate college. After that, they are free to choose if they'd like to go into the military or not. Hopefully they stay in school, right? And we all like that. And the last is that there are now private schooling solely for girls. So Malala's dream has come true that women can now go to school and learn good things and become wonderful leaders such as herself. And in the future of our presentation, you will learn more about these beautiful things.
The madrasas, which once ran as a place of education and safety, has become a training ground for young Taliban freedom fighters. In 2016, there were many that had already been taken over, and by 2025, all were overcome by the Taliban. The military of Pakistan saw this process undergo and realized that there was a movement that needed to be made for the military. They saw the education system as the key to implement this. They released all females from the education system and set up many new madrasas that are then used to train young boys and men into Pakistan soldiers. Malala, as president, has decided that this is not okay and is creating a school system for girls. Boys will be required to attend until the age of 11, which then they can decide to continue their education or to continue on and become a Pakistan soldier. The families of the boys are told that they will continue their education. However, this is all untrue, and their main goal is to create soldiers. They work the boys from 6 a.m. until the sun goes down, and on the weekends they are learning night tactics. They only sleep 4 hours during the day on the weekends, and during the week only up to 6 hours. Their health is attended to as needed, but preventative measures are not in priority. They hope to create the strongest army by way of natural selection.
The stances of military rights have been hostile towards women, and that will only get worse. Even though there have been slight improvements throughout the years, including Malala becoming president, the Prime Minister still has most of the control, which has resulted in a rampant domestic abuse and a high rate of child marriages and forced marriages, which therefore will increase the birth rate by 5%, specifically causing conflict between President Malala and Prime Minister Mohammed. Laws passed that women who bear daughters first have to be killed.
Pakistan has often swung from a presidential system to a parliamentary system to military dictatorship. For the most part, it has been dictatorship, and due to that, elections have been manipulated by leaders still choosing themselves either way, such as General Musharraf has. Even politician Ambassador Howard B. Shafir stated that it would be impossible for democratic elections to be chosen over Islamic parties. Islamic parties will always win. In this system of government, usually the leaders become leaders due to generations of being passed down, such as relatives. Alongside these people are not in office or authority for a long time. In fact, the only person who served a full term was President Zardari from 2008 to 2013. but he was corrupt just as the past presidents were. This government claims to be going based off of Islamic law, but the people's votes and opinions are never encountered. These people seem to just want to be in power, as politician Kim Barker stated. There are no plans for the future of Pakistan. Civilian leaders just focus on holding on to the power. Since it has been this way for centuries, I agree that it will continue to do so. The army is the government's main source when it comes to support and funds. Therefore, if the army falls, Pakistan will fall as well.
In 2015, healthcare in Pakistan was excellent, but costed much more than most of the people could afford. Now, healthcare isn't a priority. The military took it over 5 years ago. They are so concerned with the military that it is hard to receive any help.